Hello, I'm Tracy Garbarino, and I'm one of the health literacy trainers for the North East and North Cumbria. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about planning your leaflet. So why is planning helpful? Planning can seem like an extra job to do, but it does actually save you time. It means that you don't write loads and then realise that you don't need half of it. It helps you to write the leaflet with the patient in mind. Quite often, we write what we want to say rather than what the patient actually wants to know. It helps you cover what's needed because you think about all the things you need to cover before you write them down. It means you don't get to the end of the leaflet and realise that you've forgotten something. It also helps put the information into a logical order. We often find leaflets with things in the order that the writer thought of them, rather than an order that's logical to the reader. There are three things to think about when you plan. Firstly, who are you writing for? What do they need to know? And what order should it all go in? I'll give you some more detail about these now. So who are you planning for? The people who are most affected by low health literacy are the ones who put off going to appointments or don't engage in services at all. These are the people we need to be writing for, so picture them in your head. They might be the people who go, eh? When you explain things in medical terms, so assume that they have no medical knowledge. Also assume they have a reading age of 9 to 11 years old. This is roughly the average UK reading age for an adult, so remember that your writing should be at this reading age. It's useful to think about what stage they are at in their medical journey too. Have they used the service before, or are they newly diagnosed? And does their health make it difficult for them to take in information? So what do they need to know? It's really useful to check out leaflets from other organisations on the topic to give you a head start on what to cover. Don't reinvent the wheel. Other things that you can think about are, what are you writing this leaflet for? Why are you writing it? Is it to tell patients about a condition or how to take a medication? Think about what questions they ask or check with you the most. Try and involve patients from the start. So ask them what they would want to know or what they would have liked to know. It's really easy when the ideas are flowing to end up with too much information. Once you've got all your ideas down, then work out what actually needs to be included. If any of the information is just a nice to know but not needed, then cut it out. Only include what's relevant. When you've worked out what needs to be included in the leaflet, then you need to work out what order to put it in. Always put the purpose first. Then try to include important information at the start. People might not read to the very end of the leaflet. If it's to do with a procedure, it can be useful to follow the order that things happen in. It might be helpful to think, what would the patient ask next? And long leaflets should include a contents page. Here are some standard things to cover for leaflets on specific topics. You might not need to keep this exact order. So if your leaflet is about a condition, try to cover what is it, what are the symptoms, what causes it, how do we check if we have it, and how do you treat it? What can you do to help? If your leaflet is about a service, make sure it covers what is the condition, what does the team do, who do they support, how do they support, how long do they give support for, what types of appointments are available, where are they based, and how do you get in touch and refer? For medicines, make sure you cover what is it and what is it for, who can and cannot take it, how and when to take it, any side effects, information around pregnancy, breastfeeding and fertility, taking it with other medicines and herbal supplements, and any common questions. This video is part of a series which includes other tips and guidance for making your health information easy for everyone to understand. If you have any questions, you can contact us via our email address, stsft.nenchealthliteracy@nhs.net. You'll also find further information, including training available on the North East and North Cumbria Integrated Care website. Thank you for listening.